Well, I suppose sooner or later you're gonna have to go get some work done, so. Anyways, let's go talk to Hirakawa here. And she's asking if we're gonna go to work, and why the hell not? We are a taxi driver after all. Can't be farting around playing darts all day. And rather than walking over there, the game handily warps us over there. Anyways, Kiryu says like, "Oh, sorry for keeping you waiting," and this guy's like, "Oh, thanks for coming, man. I've been waiting." And he's introduced himself. He calls himself Tatsuya. He's a chef, and he wants to know if we've seen him on TV. And Kiryu's like, "Well, I don't really watch TV. No, so I don't recognize you." And Tatsuya's like, "Oh, yeah, I kind of got that vibe from you. You don't look like the kind of guy who watches TV." And he wants to know if we can show him where a good restaurant is. And like, that's a weird request to have. Like, if he is like a famous celebrity chef, which he is, then he should have people looking into this sort of stuff for him, or he could at least go online and find this out. But I guess he likes to do things personally, face to face. So, anyways, yeah. So yeah, this dude is an actual famous celebrity chef in Japan, much like Gordon Ramsay and all those. Say the closest analog is like Jamie Oliver, since he's like a good-looking guy that older women love for his looks and his frank attitude. Yeah, he looks better in real life. Here he looks kind of like a bloated squirrel, as you can kind of tell. Blame it on advances still needing to be done in facial capture technology, I guess. Anyways, Kiryu is taking him to the place where Nakajima was. Hana Midori is going to treat him some Mizutaki. Well, not treat him, but anyways. He drops him off, and the guy's like, "Hey, come running with me." And Kiryu's like, "Really?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, it'd be weird if I ate by myself." And, well, I've done it before. Don't knock it if you try it, but I didn't know I was looking like a freak. But anyways, yeah, his request was to go to places that weren't featured in, like, television or magazines, like, kind of like out-of-the-way places that are good, but not, like, super famous. And even though this place is kind of famous, it has a website and everything. I guess Kiryu figured this fit the bill, and Tatsuya was like, "Sure." So yeah, we're gonna have some Mizutaki now. He asked the girl what she should get, and she said, "Oh, you should get the most popular one." And rather than say what it was, well, there he goes. Yeah, and he's going on like, "Wow, this is just like home cooking." Itadakimasu. Yeah. yeah, he liked it. And yeah, he starts gassing on about how, the standard foodie thing, like, "Oh, this food really moved me," and he goes into detail about what he liked about it. It's not really too interesting, but yeah, he's kind of like talking about how, like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting too much, but wow, this is really good." It's kind of weird that this guy's making an appearance in a game mostly targeted towards older Japanese men, which I swear up and down is the target audience for these games. But I guess they're trying to expand his audience to his fans, or at least try to appeal to the foodies in the audience. Give something husbands can show their wives. They're all like, "Oh yeah, Tatsuya's in the game, yippee, let me watch you play." And of course, once you get back to the fighting, they'd be like, "Oh, this sucks. Why'd you show me this husband?" And he calls, "Oh, Kiryu, you're like a great gourmet." Well, he doesn't call him Kiryu, I guess Suzuki or maybe, but yeah, but Kiryu's just like, "Oh, I'm not really the best to come to food, even though like in the previous 4 games I've been to every restaurant possible and had everything on the menu." But he still doesn't know that much about food, and this guy's like, "Really? Wow, that's lousy. What a waste if you don't think about food. It has the power to make you laugh, to make you cry, to give you joy." And he thinks that food has some special power that can unlock like abilities for you and such. And Kiryu doesn't really get it. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I guess I didn't get it across." But even though he's a famous chef and whatnot, he's going to take some time out of his schedule to show you how to be a proper gourmet and to learn all the secrets about food. And you might figure it out, or you might know about this already, but he's actually another master in the game. Yeah, he's going to teach you how to get stronger using food. As it's kind of saying on the screen there. Yeah, restaurants finally serve a purpose beyond stuffing your face and refilling your health bar now. Yes, a celebrity chef is now a trainer in the Ryu Ga Gotoku series. But to do his training, you're going to need to meet with him again, and you can't do it right away, so let's just skip ahead. Well, it's now a bit later on. What we've had to do is done already now, so let's go talk to Tatsuya. You can see him there in the corner, and this guy here's another sub-story. I'm not going to do him because he's just pure walls of text, and that's really kind of boring. Yeah, he was in the demo. He's like a troubled college student, and he's forgotten all the answers, so he needs this guy. He needs Kiryu to tell him all the right answers, so he can get his confidence back and take his test. Well, at least he changed out of his chef uniform. Not bombing around in that all day.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, you came." He's like, "I didn't think you were gonna come." And Kiryu's like, "Oh, well, I made a promise." So, anyways, it's just like, "Wow, you, that's great." Yeah, but yeah, he gives Kiryu kind of like, he gives him kind of like shit. Like, "Look, man, you're not on the job anymore. You don't need to be so polite. And besides, it looks like you're older than me. So what the hell?" Anyways, Kiryu calms down after that. So anyways, he's going to explain what we're going to do with him to unlock our food training. He's going to talk about the contents of his television program that he's going to be making soon. Anyways, he goes to like every city in Japan, and he goes and helps the restaurant by making like a fantastic new item for them. But before he does that, he wants to do some research for the cuisine in the area to like find out what would be good to before he just starts throwing out around ideas willy-nilly. And instead of throwing a bunch of interns at the problem, he's asked some random cab driver who has admitted he knows fuck all about food to point out restaurants where you should go. And when you find a decent one and bring Tatsuya there, he'll teach you about unlocking the hidden potential of food. And Kiryu's just confirming, like, so if I find a good restaurant, you'll bring you there, right? Well, we did the easy one-handed meat already, so I guess that doesn't count. So let's just go find one. Luckily, there's one nearby. Well, anyways, each character has 3 specific restaurants in their area of choice, the place they're in, that they can bring Tatsuya. Once he gives them their quest, you got to bomb around the area checking out restaurants, and once you found a winner, the character will comment to themselves, "This seems like a good place to bring Tatsuya," and lo, it shall be done. Luckily, here's one of our candidates right here. It's Hakata So, or Hakata Manor. Focuses on ramen, Hakata style. So, yeah, before you do that, we just got to go in and talk. He's just like, "Wow, I should introduce Tatsuya to this place," even though he hasn't been in yet, but whatever. Finally, we're back at this schlub.
Yeah.
Anyways, you have the option of introducing him to any restaurants that you found. And since we found the Hakata So, we can take him over there. And without telling where he's going, like, "Hey, let's just go." Tatsuya's like, "Okay." Oh, so this place. Alright, let's go in. Give it a try.
Itadakimasu. Oishii.
This guy must be a bundle of laughs at you with if he's going to be on Oishi all the goddamn time. Well, now it's time to learn about food. Don't get too excited. He'll drop some vague hints. That's about it. You won't learn anything too detailed. I guess that's a bit too much for the scope of this game. Anyways, he's just thinking, telling Kiryu to think about like all the ingredients that goes into the food and what effects those ingredients might have on what he's eating. And somehow that manages to raise Kiryu's culinary sensibilities. Of course, what he's really trying to talk about is the food training that you're going to be doing. And Kiryu's now a gourmet beginner. There are two other levels, the Gourmet Master and the Gourmet King.
待ってるよ
You know, these are nice to get, but you only really need Gourmet Beginner because now we effectively have two full bars of health. You know how like when you're fighting a boss or whatever not, they'll have like 3 health bars that are like different colors and go over that. Well, you never really had that in these games until now. So yeah, that's really the main thing that makes the Tatsuya training worth doing. The other big bonus is that when you go to the restaurants and eat food, you get certain stat bonuses. Like your your strength becomes more powerful. Oh God, get out of my way. Yeah, the pedestrians in this game are awful sometimes. Yeah, your strength will go up. The amount of heat you get will go up, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, the amount of damage that your heat attacks will do will just like skyrocket. So let's just go back to Hanamidori and see what that's like. So yeah, if you look in like just to the left of the price there, there's a little arrow, little colored arrow telling you what's going to go up. The yellow is for your strength, the blue is for like the amount of heat you get, and red is for the amount of damage your heat attacks do. Uh, After you've ordered like a food item once, you'll figure out what it does for you, and that little arrow will appear next time when you go back to the restaurant next time to order food. Anyways, I don't usually bother with this to tell you the truth because it makes these characters are like overpowered as it is. Like you really won't have that much problem fighting in the game. Like it might look like it is because I suck ass, but regardless, yeah, you don't really need to do this because it just makes them even more powerful. But yeah, you just one, and you can notice under this health bar there that little red red meter filled in a bit, or filled in all the way. Now they'll slowly go down over time. The next two levels of your food training that you do, yeah, if you look up there, next two levels of the food training that you do, it'll give you like, the next one will give you an extra bar, and the last one will make the rate that they decrease go by even slower. So yeah, fun. And now let's never speak of this again. All right, you know our little tussle with the devil killers and the whole thing before. Well, now they're actually out on the street and they're looking pretty serious, and you know they want to get back at Kiryu because he's kind of put them in their place by racing like he has. But you can see him just back and head like wobbling back and forth. He doesn't have like the standard random encounter text message above his head, but anyways, once you get near him, he'll yeah, here he goes. Are you that taxi driver?
Huh?
He's like, if you keep doing what you're doing, that'll be problematic. So we're gonna make you disappear. I am terrified. Oh yeah, can't get enough of that. Fakes forgiveness and he runs off. And we actually get a tip about it. Yeah, it's just saying like, yeah, until you finish all the race battles, you're still gonna have to deal with these guys, which would be more problem if they weren't such big wusses.